Join us on the journey in the northern farmlands of Oklahoma. We hit the road this week and have our first electrical scare at a campsite.
But we have this new neutral problem.
Then Cody dips his toes back in his old ranch background, and I kind of like it. I worked through a possible death scenario. Yeah, she was a great person. Died by crow. And then we stumble on a couple of surprises along the way.
Are we just a little bit self-righteous today?
Well, good morning. We are on the road. Little longer trip than we have in a while.
Still not too bad, about 250 miles or so, 200 miles.
Not bad. We made a real quick stop off. We're about to hit the road again. I was reading this morning on a forum, someone said that they dropped their trailer on their truck. They thought they were latched, they weren't. So I saw a lot of really good advice from people saying that they paint their latch a vibrant color of white or neon so that they can do a real quick check. I thought that was really smart. Cody, you want to talk about why you're paranoid about this?
One, for us, I don't really see that it's necessary for us to paint our latches because they're bright stainless steel and our pin is black, so it's really easy to tell that ours is coupled correctly. But from years and years of commercial transportation, it used to be a prank in truck stops for truck drivers to go pull people's fifth wheel latches just to mess with them. So anytime we stop and I get away from the truck, I always stick my head under there, make sure my jaws are latched up good.
So it never hurts, a couple seconds more to check.
Did I lock that door? Are the bikes tied on the back? It's just better just to do a quick walk around, check everything, especially your pin or wherever you couple at, so you can go down the road, listen to your podcast, and not worry about a thing.
Ready to hit the road?
Let's go.
We are 2 minutes out from Ponca City, our campground. And what's funny about this place, we do have family nearby here, and we called and it was about what you would expect. Good country folk, and it was very casual. Yeah, come on in, and when do you think you might leave? It's just a small town thing. It's so funny. The one thing the reviews did say, that the road is a little challenging, but it sounded like it was doable. So I'm not worried about it. We just want to be aware of it and see what we're getting into.
We need to kind of creep our way in there anyway because the truck just started doing a regen, so we're going to have to let it run until that's all done. Shouldn't be too much longer.
You missed it.
Arriving at Dub Creek RV Park on the left.
Or not.
Well, we drove past it.
Wait a minute. Calm, cautious, and aware.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you talk to the camera and you miss your turn, but that's okay. Backed into a farm road there, turned her around, and all is well. Now, let's try not to miss the turn again.
I don't see a difficult road. Maybe the driveway's just, maybe there's something else we're not seeing.
Maybe. There is a little dip here, but I just don't, that's not a big issue, at least not for us.
Arriving at Dub Creek RV Park on the right.
It's not steep. Maybe if you have low clearance,
Yeah,
that could be a problem.
Yeah.
I don't really see an issue.
I don't either. Oh, here's the office.
I'll be back. All right, thank you. We'll get settled, and I'll just maybe follow up with him tomorrow, or if he stops by, we'll get you settled before we leave. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. She told me just to go pick one.
Just go pick one?
She said...
Did we pay for a pull-through?
Well, I haven't paid for anything, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to settle up with... he's out busy. She said we can either go right here, we can back into that one, like by that little one. She's like, if that doesn't work, go all the way to the end. There's a pull-through down there if we want that.
Yeah, let's do that.
There was nothing wrong with that driveway, by the way.
No, not at all. Well, I didn't see anything challenging. Oh, this is a pull-through right here.
There you go.
Let's pick this one.
Okay.
Let's pick this one. Looks easy.
I'll hunt them down tomorrow and...
Yeah. Sewer's right there, power's right there, water's right here.
All right, let me hop out and take a look at our location.
we've got a little power issue here. We walked around and looked at some of our other sites, and it's rained a whole lot here, and this was kind of the driest site we thought we could get into. The first thing I did was plug in the watchdog and made sure it was going to let power through. And then I shut the breaker off and went to hook my power cable up, and I got the red dog E2 warning. So what this says here is that your watchdog has determined the voltage coming from the park has exceeded 132 or dropped below 104 and has shut off the power. So it's not letting power through, so we wouldn't have hurt the RV. Even if I was plugged into it, it's not letting any power through, so it's doing its job. Both voltages are damaging to your RV. The watchdog will now constantly check the voltage. Once the voltage stays in the safe range for 90 seconds, the watchdog will turn power back on. And so we've got line 1 is at 124, which is okay, but line 2 is only pulling 44 volts. So I'm going to kill this breaker, and I'm going to I'm going to convert down and plug into this 30 amp breaker and see if it passes the test. And if it does, we can run on 30 amp until they fix it. And if not, we'll be on solar and Opus, but I think we're fine until they can get somebody down here and fix it. It's not going to get too hot or too cold. So when I went from the 50 amp to 50 amp and went 30 amp to 50 amp, now we have a neutral reversed. We have 124 volts and 124 volts, but we have this new neutral problem. We think we're going to hang tight. Angel's going to talk to the campground owner later today when we go to settle up, and we'll see if they can send somebody out here to fix it. We got our solar, we got our Opus, so we know we're good for at least a day or two, so it gives them some time to react. And hopefully they can get it fixed and we don't have to move, because we literally have everything out except for Starlink. The surge protector let power through when I tested it before we hooked everything up, so I'm kind of stumped on this one, but we're just going to take it easy and go on about our day, and we'll figure it out and let you know how it turns out. So we are still in Oklahoma, but not technically for the moment. We came to the Ponca City area mainly to see some family and do a few things in the area, but we had a little free time this afternoon, so we popped right across the line over here to Wichita to check out the Kansas Aviation Museum and see what that's about.
But I feel like we should point out your parking, since I'm the bad parker. That's me. But I need to relish in this moment, at least for a minute.
Yeah, I probably would too if you were the one that had done it. So, we just pulled in here nice and easy. I didn't realize what a nice drop we had.
He's plowing it.
So I did actually, I did plow the grass just a little bit. I don't really want anybody to see how I parked.
Embrace it like you did it on purpose. That's what I do.
7-cylinder air-cooled radial engine. Oh, that's just wild.
Cody, look what I got. Found the bathrooms.
What are you going to try to film me coming out of it in a minute?
You just always get so excited.
It feels like fiberglass, but it's squishy. It's hard, almost like it's got a canvas on it. I guess this is some kind of canvas material.
The stuffed animals are part of a little scavenger hunt that they have for the kids to find throughout the museum, so that's cute.
Another grandbaby idea. These are little soft tools. It's all fixed. Let's go flying.
How's that work again?
When you get your wrench and you tighten something up, you go. We all know I'm afraid of heights, but I want to know, would you fly in that?
Open air? I don't think so.
No.
I've been in, when I was a kid, I had a cousin that had a small plane, and he would do loops and spins, and that didn't really scare me. Of course, as a kid, you don't have any.
Was it an open air plane though?
It was not open air. I think that would, I don't know that I could handle that. Yeah, she was a great person. Died by crow.
You're just mashing buttons.
How dare you?
You're just mashing buttons.
I'm gonna leave you behind. And I get this thing to take off.
None of those things works. It's the same thing little kids do. Just hop in and start mashing buttons.
Well, this is the kids' playroom. Buckle up. This is gonna be a rough landing.
Unmanned aircraft that had a 40-pound warhead on it, so it would fly into enemy territory and just kind of circle until it picked up the anti-air signals from other bases, and then it would lock in on them and fly in and bomb them and destroy enemy air equipment, radar and stuff. Good, more stairs.
For $20, you could spend a solid 30 minutes to an hour in here, all 3 stories, and the outdoor planes, which I'm a little more excited about.
Yep, little ashtrays. I knew I smelled cigarette smoke. Yeah, still got some ashes in there. Ice and beer only. Nothing left.
You had pretty high hopes for that one, huh?
This thing is massive. My assumption is this is where they hold the bombs and drop them from up high. The Boeing B-52D Strato Fortress.
In late 1965, a number of these underwent the big belly modifications.
Okay,
This.
that makes sense. The external payload remained at 24,500 pounds or 750-pound bombs. The internal capacity increased from 27 to 84 500-pound bombs, or 27 to 42 750-pound bombs. Look at the landing gear.
Cody, it's my plane.
You're reading that as Ange, I'm assuming.
What are you reading it as?
ANG, sweetie. Army National Guard, not Ange. Are we just a little bit self-righteous today? Yeah, this plane's mine. They just been waiting for me to find it. Finally going to take care of this light because I've been waiting for a replacement for a while. These really aren't as bad to change as you'd think, but it's kind of like a mousetrap with the little prong that's in there.
We've noticed it started to look like a strobe light a lot of days, not in a good way.
Not in a good way, so I'm going to be real scientific and use this spoon because these little prongs snap you like a mousetrap. If you can get them down, the light's not hard to change. Appears to be the same light.
How much was that?
It's like $14 or $15. You could have bought a multi-pack, which I actually thought about doing and save a little bit of money, but it's one of those things, like it's been all this time and we're just now lost a light. How much longer, you know?
Yeah, extra stuff
Yeah,
to
it's
carry.
just one more thing to carry now. It's not the same brand, it's a knockoff brand, but so yeah, our 12-volt system is hot right here, but these wires are pre-stripped. Grand Design actually made this kind of easy on me. So instead of having to splice wires and do all that, in here, click. Let's see if we got a light. Ah, let there be light.
Yay! I'm so proud of you.
Look at that. You said, I said, grab the camera. This is only going to take a second. And she's like, well, you know how projects go.
Yeah, but you say that with every project.
I proved her wrong on this one, guys. Let her know in the comments. That is not the exact same light. There's a difference.
There is a difference. That one has a little bit of lip, but you really can't tell.
You think it's noticeable?
No. Honestly, if you hadn't said anything, I wouldn't have noticed.
I'm confident that anybody that
It's
walks
just a-
in here is not going to notice.
It's just a little deeper.
So these are really easy to change. If you guys get into it, just be super careful because these things are stiff. It's like a mousetrap. Hey, lunchtime project complete.
Nice work. We are starting a newsletter in the most excruciatingly slow and clunky way that you could do it, but we're doing it. So if you're interested, I'll pop the email down here. If you'll shoot us an email, let us know that you're interested. We don't anticipate that to be a high volume account. The main thing is to let you know about meetups and any urgent information, since we run anywhere from 2.5 to 4 weeks behind depending on the season. So if you're interested, shoot us a message. We will get you a confirmation once we're up and running and give us a little more streamlined form of communication. It's a great day. Why? Well, one, our power situation has been resolved.
Yeah, turned out to be a bad breaker. The guy that owns the campground was super nice about it, came out, checked it out. Turns out it was the 50 amp breaker, and it was burn up, malfunctioning, broken, whatever, on one leg. So that's why we didn't have any power on one leg. So that's all fixed up. Power Watchdog's doing its thing.
And paid for itself, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, that's a situation with that low a voltage that we could have damaged some of our 12 volt appliances, like our refrigerator, mainly, would be my main concern there. And heaven forbid we would have tried to run AC, we could have fried an air conditioner or whatever. So Power Watchdog, you paid for yourself.
Yes. We do have family here that we have visited before, Melissa and Lyman, and they have a lot of really cool toys. And they're always so sweet to let us play with those toys. We were gonna go out to eat and may have hinted that, you know, I could stand to ride in the tractor. So he said, I'm gonna put out hay. If you're coming, come on. So we're going.
We're going.
Scrambled out the door and we're gonna ride in the tractor. Cody's not as excited.
I've ridden tractors. She gets really excited. I think she forgets I grew up on a farm. She's like, "Can we go ride a tractor?" I'm like, "Oh." As soon as you're old enough to reach the pedals, you're driving it.
We went with the truck route for speed, but we still get to see cows.
Oh, crap, I got a calf.
Oh, you didn't know it?
I'm not supposed to be having calves yet.
Watch out, little guy. Dukes of Hazards.
I don't feel like putting her in four-wheel drive.
Again.
Yeah.
Do it. There's a lot of hunting that goes on in the nearby area, but they don't allow deer hunting here, so there's a lot of deer that we're seeing in the distance. It's kind of a refuge for them. All right, Lyman, here in northern Oklahoma, what's the industry here? You've got cotton, you've got soybeans, you've got corn.
Soybeans, corn, Milo.
Milo,
Yeah.
some other grains, right?
With the guys will plant hay grazer also for putting up for hay. Kind of in this, that's what's in this area. You get over just west of here, they'll grow rye, what they call in the sand hills.
Okay.
Yeah, and pasture cattle off.
That's
quite a
right.
bit.
That's more towards like Amarillo and...
Yeah, not even, you don't have to go but very far past Enid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we've been in that area.
Yeah, there's a lot of weed out there.
There's a lot of weed in that area too.
I think that's what's so cool about Oklahoma is it's so diverse from every section, every corner. It's so different.
Yeah.
And it's very overlooked.
We had a really good time yesterday. We went out to WILKINS Truck Chrome, and we thought it was just a cool place on the side of the road with the 18-wheeler turned upside down, sticking up in the air. But our family members told us there's a lot of history behind it, and it goes all the way back to them running tow trucks and hauling cattle, and then they got into some custom truck stuff, and we just had a blast looking at some of their trucks, and I could have spent hours walking through the semi-truck graveyard out there. If you guys are in the Blackwell area, you have to check that out. And it's free, and there's a ton of cool stuff. And they sell train horns there, but somebody had my wallet in their pocket. They had train horns back there. We were lucky enough to meet Cliff, one of the owners, that kind of gave us a personal tour and told us some stories. There's actually quite a bit of stuff out on YouTube about this place. So if you guys want to check that out, it's WILKINS Truck Chrome. There's all kinds of stuff on YouTube about it, and we're going to give you a little preview here too.
I think that's going to be it for this one. We're going to go visit with some family, and we will catch you guys next time. Woo!
Oh. The Oklahoma wind is no joke. 3 weeks of this, I think I'm about ready to try another state. But you guys be safe out there, and we'll see you on the highway.